Here we are, 105.
Boom.
Welcome.
Back in a familiar setting.
Yeah, it feels a little eerie being here.
Honestly.
Because we live here. So. It shouldn't feel that eerie, but it feels eerie recording here, honestly.
We haven't had it set up like this in a long
How long have we
time.
been in the new spot? Couple months? 3 months? 4? No, since January, right?
Yeah.
Since
whenever we recorded with Skylar, that was the last one here. And
wow. So it's been a minute.
Yeah.
Our
Half a
humble
year.
beginnings started
Half a year.
here. Yeah. Well, this is episode 105. As always, you can find us on Spotify. You can find us on SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts. Am I missing anything? Google Play. We never say Google Play. YouTube. YouTube.
Oh, we do.
Google Play.
Boom.
YouTube for the visuals. Find us on social media on Instagram at No Hangover Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Check us out there. Like the content that we've been putting out, the snippets, previewing different episodes and whatnot. Shout out to XL Tent as always, extended family of ours. Ryan Gilio.
The man himself.
Yeah.
The man himself.
He lives an interesting life.
Yeah.
But he's a hard worker, and
too.
he'll take care of you. He does good business. Follow him on Instagram at XL_tent, and Facebook is just XL Tent. Phone number 386-479-7111. Show some love. Episode 105, we here. What we gonna get into? As always, your favorite host, Jordan G in the cut. Erica Ponte across from me.
What's up?
We don't have the Cuban sensation here today, but he's here in spirit, you know. Shout out to him, living his best life right now, doing some traveling. As y'all know, that nigga likes to travel. Cuban sensation, a.k.a. Mr. International is what I call him, because he be all over the place.
Though, so, I mean, or not in state, in country.
Yeah, he is in country, but he's got international waters coming to him soon. I can see it in his near future. But 105. Tell the people what we got today.
Well, Drake in the news. I feel like they were fucking stalking his ass or something, but took out what's his name, the high school basketball player's mom,
Amari Bailey's mom.
Boom. Took her on a date onto the LA DODGER stadium. Had dinner set up.
He rented out Dodger.
I mean,
Stadium.
but he did that in what video?
Air Canada. I'm upset.
Yeah, there you go. In the beginning of the video.
Yeah.
So I mean, I feel like that's like, for as like ballers that shit is, that's like normal for him.
Yeah. Well, to give some like background to the story, I guess Drake's been kind of dating her for a little while, and it's been speculated because Amari Bailey plays for Sierra Canyon, which is like a big prestigious basketball school in LA, and that's also the school that Bronny James goes to, LeBron James' son. So Drake has been at games for a couple of years now because Bronny is a sophomore.
Yeah.
So it started last year. Drake was at a couple of games. He's been in the gear, and then this season, he was at some games, and it seemed like he was there in support of Bronny. LeBron James was there, and then fast forward a few weeks later, maybe a month later, not even, he's at the game, just him and Michael B. Jordan, no LeBron there.
Yeah.
And he's sitting next to a beautiful young lady. That young lady so happens to be Amari Bailey's mom, who is the star player on the team, and like there was some conversation that, you know, it's Drake sitting next to her.
Yeah.
Who knows what he could be doing? Certified lover boy, you know what I'm saying? So there was some like little speculation and little talk. Nobody really like put it together or like made a big deal about it. And then I think within the same couple of days, Drake posted a picture with him and Amari Bailey hanging out.
Yeah.
I don't know where they were hanging out. Maybe
it was like some type of arcade or
some type of arcade, and like Drake was smoking hookah there, and who knows if she was around, but he posted a picture of them two. And then fast forward, he rents out Dodger Stadium, and they're having a fucking luxury dinner on the fucking field. Both have custom jerseys hanging on the back of their seats and shit like that.
Private bartender.
That nigga looked like a butler. Fuck a bartender. He was dressed to the nine. You know what I'm saying? So obviously they're dating, and they've been dating for a while now. If you put the whole story that I gave you guys together. So yeah, that's some baller shit. It seemed like he was trying to do that to be kind of like secluded away from the paparazzi, and him being the biggest one of the biggest celebrities on earth, one of the greatest entertainers on earth, and then fucking, I don't know what helicopter it was.
Yeah, you have to think it's in LA, so there's got to be helicopters flying around,
right?
Like all types of helicopters.
Not only that, I seen this, but people are like, somebody was saying that you see Dodger Stadium, no game being played, but it's lit up like there's a game being played. Like what's going on in there? It's gonna make somebody go look. You know what I mean?
Flying over real quick.
Flying over during the helicopter or whatever.
Damn, he's looking up like, what the fuck?
And what's funny is if you look at the video where they zoom in, it almost looks like she's like going off on him like about something. Did you notice that?
I didn't see that. I didn't know there was a video. I just saw the picture.
There's like a little video snippet where she's like, it almost reminds me of, what's the song? Why You Gotta Fight With Me at Cheesecake? Mm-hmm. You know I love to go here. You know the video where she goes off on him in Cheesecake, Tyra Banks?
Yeah.
It kind of is reminiscent of that a little bit. Like
except
it's not
at Dodger Stadium.
Except it's at Dodger Stadium and he doesn't have wine and cake on his face. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it looks like she's going in on him about something.
Damn, so imagine he can't get
or
away
she's just
shit.
She's very animated when she speaks.
But imagine, so say that wasn't like, because maybe he called him on himself, and maybe it's a whole rollout for Certified Lover Boy. But say it wasn't, like, imagine not being able to get any type of privacy ever, even when you're trying your
Michael Jackson level
to fucking. I mean, with Dodger Stadium, I guess like maybe not the most like maybe in theory it's private, but like you said, you turn on the lights, you know, however many helicopters are flying over LA at any given time and shit like that, like. Maybe it's not the most private when you really think about it, but still.
I would think that's pretty private. I mean, the only thing that's more private than that is an arena.
Yeah.
Because it's a dome. Like, nobody can see in that shit.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. So maybe he wanted to be seen.
Maybe, or maybe he wanted Dodger Stadium for the ambiance, the openness of it. Like, and, like, let's not just skip over how, like, baller that shit really is. Like, he's renting out Dodger Stadium in the heart of LA. How much
net worth is?
Hundreds of millions.
Hundreds of millions?
Closer to $500 million.
You think?
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe like 100 million.
Nah.
Maybe like 110 million, something like that.
I think maybe a quarter billion. Maybe a $250 million.
A $250 million? You think? You think he's making money moves like that?
Yeah.
180 million.
180 million is his net worth? You just looked it up?
Because you have to think, like,
by the end of the year, that shit's 200.
Maybe like they're making a lot of money in 1 year, but you have to think who they're paying off, or whoever they have to pay and shit, taxes, all that shit. So, all this, I mean, paying for fucking tours and shit, and so, I mean, I wonder how much he really does see in like a year, like he puts in his pocket. I
also wonder how much of that is connection based. He is Drake.
Yeah, I mean, he has an airplane for free.
He sits in the box where the boss is doing. He got an airplane for free.
For free,
just based off connection and advertising, like
marketing. Because he's Drake. Because if Drake is if anything, Drake is on this airplane. Like boom, that's moneymaker right there. Right.
So, I mean, he has plenty of relationships with billionaires and big time guys. Who owns the Dodgers? Magic Johnson. I mean,
he's a part owner, but yeah, he's probably the biggest like face as far as one of the owners. But damn, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Are the Dodgers in season right now?
Yeah, apparently are they all right? Yeah, but I mean, if they're on a road trip, plus when was it last week? So it wasn't the All-Star break. You know, if you rent it out when they're on the road and no one's. If no one's has the stadium,
but he's still doing it in the middle.
Which I don't know. Do baseball stadiums like do anything else like besides like sports?
That's a good point.
Yeah, so I mean, it's probably easier to book that or rent that out than it is an arena or something like that.
That's a good point. Yeah. Either way, shit is baller, and Drake is dating somebody's mom, a high school ball player's mom that's pretty popular. Or becoming pretty popular on Instagram because of his.
How old is she? You think she's like around Drake's age?
Yes. Yeah. Her son is how old? 17?
17, 18, something like that. Is he a senior or a junior in high school?
Senior? She's probably like 35, 36.
Maybe. Yeah, depending on when. Maybe a little older.
Yeah.
Give or take. Who knows? But yeah, somewhere around there.
She's fine, too. She's definitely Drake's type. Like, if you've seen what the women that he's been linked to, throughout his career,
he's been linked to a lot of women.
He has. Top shotter.
You know who that?
He's one of the best snipers of all time.
Derek Jeter. He has a laundry list of.
Derek Jeter was a top shotter too. Yeah. You know who's a sniper too that really like he's decent, but he is not at the level of those two guys, but will pull women of that magnitude? French Montana.
Who? Chloe. That's the first one that comes to mind.
Doja Cat, Sanaa Lathan.
Oh, yeah, Doja Cat. I forgot about
Evelyn Lozada. Who else did he have most recently? He had Trina. He had Iggy Azalea for a minute.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. You saw that she's gonna quit music for a little bit.
Did she? She ain't got no choice.
That's what I'm like. She said it was like to focus on other shit, but I'm like, didn't know you were still making music there, bud. Like, I don't think you quit music.
Yeah,
music quit you.
He's got a few.
But she is fine as hell. She is fine.
He's got a few. But how would you feel if Drake was dating your mom? Would you feel a way about it? I mean, it seems like Amari Bailey does not feel a way about it. Like they have some type of
but they're probably in that life. I mean, there's celebrities coming to their games all the time, so those kids probably are exposed and living a different type of lifestyle. And
yeah, it's true.
So that's probably normal.
But he's just starting to get that though.
Yeah,
it's not like he's been doing this for a while.
But I mean, she's probably, for us, she's pretty unknown. But she's probably dated like some high level people.
Yeah, who's that?
Maybe not like Drake high level, because that's just a different type of like popularity and notoriety and shit like that. But rich guys, fucking maybe some type of entertainers or some shit. Who knows?
She probably has been linked to him. Oh, his dad is an NFL player?
Oh, see?
Okay.
There you go.
Then it makes sense.
Yeah.
It all makes sense.
Yeah, because where's Sierra Canyon? Like, where in California is it?
In L.A.
Is it in L.A.? Yeah, so that's probably normal for them. But Drake, I mean, imagine, like, especially if you've been listening to his music and shit, you kind of like, that's kind of cool that Drake's, but then at the same time, it's like, you're probably going to end up doing it dirty anyways. And then what? Even
if this is not something that was premeditated for the rollout, it goes well for the rollout of the album.
Yeah, it does.
Not only that, a couple months ago or just a month ago, when he put out Seeing Green, he's speaking on that situation where he took that guy's girl that she's like a kind of more of an underground artist just coming up, but she was married to a guy for like 10 years and Drake flew them both out so he can get her in the studio, and separated the two, and ended up doing that, and the third.
Feel about that.
What do you mean?
Like about my mom dating a entertainer like that, or like?
Yeah, I wouldn't like it. I don't like my mom dating a regular nigga. So if it's Drake, I definitely don't like it.
But it would be kind of cool. I mean, it seems like he's like mentoring him though, and like bringing him up and like taking him under his wing, which is kind of weird because I mean, I don't know Drake to be that great of a basketball player, or like, but I guess like maneuvering and fucking shit
attention,
like that, but
women, money,
well then
big time deals.
Yeah, that's a good guy to have in your corner then.
Definitely, for sure. But is it genuine? I feel like Jake's a pretty genuine dude, but when he's dating your mom, like there seems to be some type of reasoning why he would be giving that type
come and go though. You can genuinely like somebody for a little bit and then genuinely move on from them.
It's a good point. That is a good point.
And no hard feelings, but I mean, if you're a kid, you kind of, I mean, unless he's just a super understanding kid and he's just like, well, shit happens, and then he moves on from it.
I feel like he would be, unless Drake did something like extremely bad to his mom, but he started dating his mom when he's older. He got more of an understanding, I feel like. So.
Man, that's wild. Fucking Drake.
Yeah.
Seems like he can do no wrong. You think his Certified Lover Boy is going to be good?
Yes.
I hope it's worth the wait. I really do. Cause
I think it's going to be good.
We thought we were getting it in January, and it is now, July 17th, 2021.
He's out here living his life, man.
Well, fucking
he's out here living his life. Out.
But I hate every other it's getting mixed now.
I know. I hate that shit too.
Every other
I don't
day.
even really believe it.
That
sometimes.
Shit's coming out soon. People are saying. People are chirping. This guy said this. It's like, I'll believe it when I see it.
I'm the same way, honestly. But I do think it's coming sooner than later.
By the end of the month? It's the 17th right now. So it's, 2 weeks until the end of the month, give or take.
Damn, he's not going to drop in the summertime? That's crazy. Oh, shit. So what are we looking at? September?
You think it's going to be that long?
I don't know. Who else is going to drop?
I mean, technically, it did say that it said the end of summer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Technically, the end of summer is in, like, September.
Correct.
So, I mean,
No, not really. The end of summer is
the
in
last
August.
day of summer.
Yeah, it's in August. Is it not?
It's late August, early September, something like that. But I don't think he'll make us wait that long. It can't. He can't. He's already made. He already made people wait. Almost 6 months now, 7 months now.
He's so relevant with his lifestyle though that it doesn't like he can wait this long to put out the music. I feel like he's never not going to be in the limelight or in the spotlight
until he's not,
for as long as he doesn't want to, even if he doesn't put music out.
Yeah,
just because of who he is and the lifestyle that he lives and the level that he's at.
Fuck though, like, hurry up. I mean, if you're gonna tease it like that and fucking like, I don't know.
Like, I feel like people, they try and fuck with Drake and tease him for like who he is and what his like true background is, but if you think about who's really living this rapper lifestyle to the fullest, he is one of those guys.
Yeah.
I mean, everything that you would be talking about in a rap song, he has and is doing. The cars, the planes, the parties, the women, the mansions.
And he continues to do it.
And he continues to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Here, take this shot with me, bro.
But he can still walk the line of a mainstream artist.
Walk the line. He is.
Not mainstream, I'm sorry.
He is a mainstream artist.
Pop. He can appeal to all demographics while living the rapper lifestyle. Sometimes the rap lifestyle can be too much for some demographics. Am I wrong in saying that?
Elaborate a little bit.
So the rapper lifestyle, it could be too, how do I say, intense and too overbearing for certain demographics of people. Like, they don't agree with everything that a rapper does. And he's doing some of those things. But he can still appeal to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can appeal to them more than the Baby can.
Yeah.
The Baby's different. That's a.
He's got mass appeal.
He's got mass appeal, but the shit that he gets in trouble for and gets highlighted.
Yeah, it's not the same shit.
It's not the same shit that Drake is in.
Drake's just fucking.
Drake is a clean cut. He's clean. Yeah, he's clean cut. He's more of a home wrecker.
He just home wrecks, and people. I don't know. People seem to get over that pretty quickly, especially in Hollywood.
Like, yeah, I mean, it's part of it, I guess.
Like, yeah, well,
they like him for it.
He could be doing worse. Yeah, exactly. Like,
yeah, they like him for it.
That shit is wild. He's
and
really
it sells.
Cool. Yeah, it does. And he's what?
He thrives on that.
He's 34 right now.
When is he gonna get? I mean,
how many people? How many artists have been able to like ride that persona and not get in trouble or have some type of allegation for something or not fucking have some type of fucking? Because if you think about it, like Usher was like that. I mean, R&B guy, but he kind of had times where he looks like a fool. Drake really hasn't had that. I feel like the older you get, the more it's kind of like Trey Songz has kind of had that a little bit too. Like the older you get, I mean, those are more R&B guys, but he's an R&B guy that
it's not corny.
No,
he hasn't had a super corny moment. That's what makes him so.
He's
great.
had that shit with the hair where he did the fake Justin Bieber cut. That shit he like did it was some type of weave or some wig like whatever the fuck. That shit was kind of weird. It was a little corny. He's had moments, but the shit doesn't stick. Yeah, the shit doesn't stick. Yeah. It's weird.
It's weird.
He's got fucking like Rain-X on his.
I was gonna say that. Yeah,
he's got fucking Rain-X.
Yeah, he's got lame repellent on him. Like anything that's lame or can be associated to him being lame, he's got repellent for that shit.
That is wild.
He's forever cool.
Man, but he does make some good ass music. You know what? I went and got this fucking touched up today. I was talking to Rick, that's the guy's name. We were talking about it, and he was playing music. I'm just like, you know what? I really enjoy a fucking song that I can listen to, like from the beginning all the way through. And the first song that came up to my head was "Not You." That shit was fucking on Dark Demo Tapes.
Not You Too.
Not You Too. There you go. Okay. That shit fucking from the beginning to the end. That
shit's
a
time
fucking
in a long time.
That shit is great song.
It is.
Makes you fucking feel, but it's like it's a fucking you got to listen to it all the way through.
Yeah, that's what he's one of the best at is making relatable music that you have had to like gone through some type of situation to really feel it. You know what I'm saying? We kind of grew with him.
Yeah.
Because we were going through early stages of that while he was in the early stages of his career.
Talking that shit.
You know what I'm saying? And as he's experienced more things, we've experienced more things, and it's all come together. It's all to come together.
Fuck. Didn't mean to do that.
From a fan to the star. Some crazy shit. Speaking of music, that Snow Allegra album, some shit. That shit hits differently. Especially if
you've been playing that
nonstop. I have not stopped playing that shit. It's a great cohesive album.
Sit down and listen to
that girl, somebody hurt her on that album. She really put her heart into that.
For real.
Oh my God, yeah.
Because I've been like picking it up like here and there from what you've been playing, but I haven't really like sat down and listened to it myself.
That shit is amazing.
Snow Allegra, is that her real name or is that like a stage name?
I don't know. Is Sade's real name Sade? No, but we go with it.
It's not.
Nope. The band's name is Sade. Oh, shit. Her name is not Sade.
Wow, learn something new every day.
Yeah, she's also from the UK.
Is she really?
Mm-hmm.
She is fine too.
She is fine. So is Snow Allegra.
I haven't really.
They kind of look similar, like
for real.
That's why when people were saying like, because people started making the not the speculation, but comparison, saying that Snow Allegra is our generation's Sade.
They don't really sound similar though.
No. Then people on Twitter were like, calm the fuck down. Y'all need to relax. Snow Allegra is good and what she does is nice, but she's not Sade. And
I feel like
it's hard to compare the two, but I can see why you would compare the two.
It's the different. It's
same style of music.
It's same style of music, but I don't feel like that
different
style.
Flavors.
It doesn't resonate like it did back then. How it would now. Like.
You think it resonates more
less
now?
Now I think it resonates less now.
Oh,
I feel like it resonated more back.
I agree with you.
Late 80s, early 90s type shit. Like, yeah, that's when that type of vibe was more like more of a mainstream sound and something that was gonna get out.
Not only that, but music wasn't so microwave fast paced. So you had like, if you got an album like that, like you were digesting that for a while. You couldn't wait for it to come out, and you were listening to it for months. Yeah. Until the next big thing came out.
Damn, that's shit.
We got a week. It depends on who's coming out.
Yeah, it usually is on a week-to-week basis.
Yeah.
Tyler.
Most music, and then you get something that you really, really like, and you roll with that for a little while, and then you'll get that again. You know what I'm saying? A month or two later.
Fuck.
And we're coming up on a time of year. It seems like where
people are gonna start dropping.
Because the big artists, some big artists have dropped. J. Cole, Tyler.
Well, the Grammy submissions opened up like a week or two ago.
Am I missing anybody else? The Weeknd's going to drop soon, I feel like.
Yeah.
That Silk Sonic shit is coming soon.
I was
Anderson
looking at
Paak
tickets for the
Bruno
Weeknd.
Mars.
He's coming in March. Oops. The Weeknd.
I think that's coming soon. Certified Lover Boy, I feel like, is coming soon. Ross is going to drop an album.
Oh.
I don't know what you're trying to say. I can't make it out.
Say it loud, say it proud.
Who else? Kendrick Lamar?
No.
Is that who you said? Okay.
He's not going to drop.
He's not dropping this year? Would it be how long?
Never, ever again.
It'll be 5 years? Are we on 5 years now, or it'll be 5 years? If we make it till next March, it'll be 5 years?
He's never going to drop another album.
I highly doubt that. You know what's funny? We felt that way about Cole for a while. Like, that feeling was pretty prominent in the 2 years that he didn't drop. But in the 4 years that Kendrick hasn't dropped, people haven't really been making that like a high speculation. Like, it's not a big topic of conversation, in my opinion, like it was for J. Cole. Like, J. Cole, they really thought J. Cole was going to retire.
Yeah, but he had kind of like, he had put out bars that were kind of like referencing
that. That's true.
Kendrick Lamar hasn't put out shit. He hasn't really, like, what the Black Panther shit was the last. That was his last, like. So I mean, I can't think of any features that he's been on or anything like that. So I mean, there was a picture that popped up of him like a couple weeks ago, and that shit was like, oh my God, Kendrick Lamar is like alive still. he's still doing shit. So I mean, he's keeping pretty low key. But maybe he just comes out and just fucking takes his shit on the whole world. With all the knowledge he's gained, reflecting, looking back, taking it all in.
Snow Allegra's real name is Snow, not Allegra.
Boom. Snow.
Allegra Cole. Allegra the allergy medicine.
That is an Allegrity.
Kendrick puts out classics that have a longer impact, so he is afforded more time in between albums. Do you feel like that is true?
Fuck that. Yeah, I mean, I guess nobody. But like to your point, nobody's really like made a big deal about it. People just say, all right, well, do what you want, kind of like it's okay.
We know when you drop what time it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Fuck that. He need to drop some shit. People are gonna start forgetting about that nigga. He wants to make a fucking run at the throne. Takes more consistency than that, my brother.
Boom.
It does.
You heard it here first.
He'll never touch Drake because of that.
Oh, he'll never touch Drake? Never?
I mean, they compare them. They pit them against each other. But they don't put Kendrick above Drake. Not too many people do. Maybe Charlemagne, but fuck Charlemagne. Other than that, most rap critics do not. And that's a big reason why.
Yeah, I
Fuck
mean.
no, they don't. They can't. They shouldn't. If they do, they're crazy.
I mean, I kind of tend to agree there, but
as far as what he doesn't have enough out to compete with Drake.
Yeah, like I'm kind of not put too much
quality
out, but
he
like
does.
he does, but he has 3 albums, 4.
3 albums.
The unmastered, untitled one, does that count?
No.
All right,
it's called Unmastered, Untitled. It's like a fucking mixtape. I liked it, but it's like a fucking mixtape.
All right, well then there you go.
Dark Demo Tapes is the same thing.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
You can group those. That's how they both group those albums.
As mixtapes?
In a sense, and just new age thing that we have as far as streaming music.
Yeah.
Untitled, Unmastered was a throwaway that LeBron made him put out, basically, right? That was what was said at the time.
Yeah.
Dark Demo was a compilation of a bunch of songs that their camp, OVO, had been leaking and previewing on Instagram. People were hungry for the music. Let's all put it together.
Yeah.
You can stream it now. He did that the year before with the Care Package with all his old Little Lucy SoundCloud songs that everybody loved.
Yeah.
That's where those
so
little
then what,
projects
Kendrick
live.
Lamar's just a Good Kid, Mad City.
Kendrick Lamar hasn't missed. We can say that 100%.
To Pimp a Butterfly and Damn. So
he hasn't missed.
Yeah, I'm not saying that, but that's what you're counting as what he has out, like officially.
Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly, Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I don't put Black Panther
enough.
in there because it's more of a compilation.
So 3 is not enough.
3 is not enough.
3 is not enough. It's all great.
Thank me later. Great. Thank me later. Take care. Nothing was the same. If you're reading me, this is too late.
Mm-hmm.
Views. Scorpion.
Yeah.
My life was a playlist.
That is true.
Hey, you gotta bring the technicalities into account. This is what these artists are saying.
That is true. He's got a point.
6-3. Three classic albums though.
Yeah, that is true. But
Kendrick has 3 classic albums.
You gotta,
Drake has 1. In my opinion, he has 2.
I think, Nothing Was the Same as a classic.
Me
album.
too. I think Take
Nothing
Care
Was
and
the Same is definitely. I think and maybe it's just a little biased, but sometimes I think it's better than Take Care.
I do too.
So
but,
for what it's worth.
But it's biased because of the timing that it was for us.
That's what music is. There's gonna be a bias if you really like
subjective.
something. But I mean, overall though, I do think like taking as much bias out of there as I can. I do think it like there at times it is a better album than Take Care. Like,
I do too.
Like Take Care on the album, I can kind of do without that on Take Care.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few other songs on there that not that I can do without, but like I'm kind of like indifferent towards. Like Take a Shot for me is kind of like sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. The whole fucking when he says that whatever the fuck he's saying at the end of that song where everybody was quoting that shit and he was like may heaven protect you and little bitty bee and shibbity bee boo and whatever the fuck he was saying, and everybody was fucking quoting that shit. Fucking
doing it wrong.
No, on Take a Shot for Me.
Oh yeah.
At the end of that song.
May the heavens accept you.
Yeah.
The devil neglect you.
Yeah, something that I'm like, that's corny.
And angels protect you or some shit like that.
Corny. That was corny.
Nah.
That shit was corny as fuck.
That lives on.
Nah, fuck that. That lives on. Let's see. Take Care.
Yeah, I feel like those are two classic albums. So, I mean, They're close in comparison as far as classic albums, maybe, but not in body of work and longevity.
Yeah, he just has to put out more. Whatever, give all the stats.
He's due for
and
another
numbers
classic though.
on the numbers and shit. But he's got to put out another album at least have 4. If he's 4 for 4 like that, then. It's been what we were saying 5 years almost since he hasn't dropped anything like his officially. It's like. Yeah, that's a long time. That's a long time, especially in music.
That is a long time. He gave us a lot, but he gave us quality.
Very quality.
Back to back almost. A year and a half, 2 years apart, and then he's taken this long hiatus. So we need more. But speaking in times of now, Tyler's got the album of the year for now, according to Pusha T.
Yeah, I heard that shit.
According to me. According to you, according to a lot of people.
Tyler the Creator.
Yeah. I think that's.
I mean, who was he?
Been paying attention and listening to music. I think he has.
Did you listen to the Pop Smoke album?
I don't think it's.
I listened to like a little bit here and there.
I think it's cool. I think it's it's good. I think it's gonna do what it's supposed to do. But to Pop's credit, like he didn't really have a chance to elevate his style or change anything. There's a lot of things that they just pieced together from what he left here for us.
Yep.
And it was a beautiful thing. I'm glad that he's had another posthumous album that we get to enjoy and his fans get to enjoy, and hopefully his family gets to eat from that. I'm sure they will.
And that's pretty much what the purpose of that was.
Right. And, his legacy will live on. So it's a beautiful thing from that regard. But as far as like on a musical rating space, I don't really see it doing, too much.
Yeah. How many do you think is going to sell first week? I think it might go over 100,000.
I mean, I think it might do numbers just because of the fan base. I do think that, but
over 100,000, maybe 120.
Maybe 2. I think it goes. I think it does between 150 and 2.
Really? Oh shit.
Maybe I could be wrong, but I think between 150 and 2. But as far as rap albums of the year, I feel like it's between Tyler and J. Cole.
Then Pusha T was hinting
and then
that
behind
he's gonna
that,
drop, right?
Yeah, and behind that, I think is Moneybagg Yo.
Yeah, Moneybagg Yo.
He does have the highest selling album of the year so far for rap artists.
Yeah, no, I mean he's popular as fuck. He's popular as fuck.
And it spent time at number 1 almost a month. I'm pretty sure.
Yo.
So, we will see, but I definitely think that Tyler has rap album of the year.
I mean,
or potentially album of the year. And I think Snow Allegra's in that conversation too.
For album of the year? You think it's going to get that type of pub though?
No, but I think from a musical standpoint it is. But I don't think it's going to get that type of publicity.
What do you mean? Like from a musical standpoint, like it's
like quality of music, I think it's arguably the best album of the year thus far. But I might be biased in saying that because I haven't branched out enough to listen to all the new albums that have come out this year from every different genre of music.
Yeah.
But I think Snow Allegra's in that conversation too.
I don't know.
Or if not album of the year,
and
in her respective space, R&B or whatever that nomination would be. Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
I think it's a.
Oh no, I haven't. That's the thing though. I haven't really been listening to like a lot of new music. I've just been like listening to shit.
I've been in search for new music. I've been finding new music everywhere. I've been like,
finding it, but like some of it's like from like 2016, 2017. Like some of it's new.
I'm cool with
some
that.
of it's and that's.
I'm talking about new to me.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I've been trying to figure out. Like I started watching Insecure on HBO. I've been watched it, but the 4th season came out some time ago, and I hadn't seen it yet. So I watched a couple of episodes, and Issa Rae does a great job of scoring. Her and who else is on that team to score that show does an amazing job. They've done an amazing job since the 1st season. But this 4th season, like they put together their own soundtrack and shit like that. In the first couple of episodes, they got some things on there.
Yeah,
did I show you? I showed you that music video of that like girl next door looking type girl. She's like with a group of people playing.
Yeah.
I got that from there. That shit was real funky.
That shit was good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I've been doing. Just fucking, I don't know, just looking around, seeing what's good, seeing what's around. Some of this shit's been kind of getting like just, what's the word I'm looking for?
Did you see what?
A little bit.
Did you see what T-Pain said on Instagram?
Yeah, stop making the same music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We already have Little Uzi. We already have the baby. We have the baby and little baby. We don't need any more. He was going off.
Yeah, but people are just trying to make money. That's it. They find a formula that works, and then they ride it for a little bit, and then once it doesn't work anymore, they've made their money. And I mean, because how many artists for real? And we could stick more specifically to rap, are really in rap to like really do it, or really in hip hop to really do it, or they're just in there real quick because they're just trying to make a quick buck, and boom.
The ones that, I mean, it's, you know, the best rappers are also the best hustlers, in a sense. You know what I mean? So they go hand in hand. So I think the love for the music is right there with the love for the money and the success. For some Jay-Z, I mean, yeah, I think you have to love to be successful in the game. I think you have to love the money and like the success and everything that comes with it, because there's so much that goes into it. Like if you look at Drake, when he goes on tour, like he's on a 82, 83 date tour, and after most shows, he's doing a club or some type of after party.
Yeah.
And then the next day they're traveling, or he's doing a back-to-back show. Like you think about like all the hustle and the time that goes into it. If they're not doing that, they're probably recording, or he's flying somewhere else for an appearance, or on a there's a lot that goes into it. Like you have to really love the grind of it to be
bustle of that shit.
To be a top artist. I don't care how good your fucking music is. If you can't get on the road and go perform that shit back to back and give a good show, you're only gonna go so far.
That's true.
So I feel like those two they go hand in hand. You gotta love both.
Yeah. Fuck, that's so time consuming though.
It's your life. You gotta.
This is my life.
If this is your purpose and this is your life, you gotta think about how many people's family like suffer because of that. It's like being a NFL player or NBA player. Like when you're on the road most of the time, the sacrifices you're making are the sacrifices of time with your family and your kids and shit like that. Like you have to really love what you do and be willing to keep that the main thing. You know what I'm saying? And be okay with that.
I feel like that would be more for like, I mean, I like any pro athlete, but for like NBA players or MLB players, especially MLB players, they have the longest season. They have like, what, 3 months off?
Right.
They're off season. But, yeah, any type of athlete. Because in the NFL, like, when do OTAs start? In May. So, I mean, that's when rookies are really going. Veterans don't really report until about, 2 weeks from now?
Right.
But from August to, if you go all the way, now mid-February.
Yeah, it's a sacrifice.
Fuck.
Definitely. But back to what you were saying, I do understand your point of like money versus love of the game, because some people do get caught up too much in the money and they'll make a dumb decision or a move just for the money and fuck everything up.
Yeah, you got to keep a good balance of that.
You got to keep a good balance. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, the music does have to be the number one passion, and then the music will come, but you have to have that grind to you too, to make the two kind of meet in the middle, marry each other.
It depends what you're trying to do with it, though. Like I said, I feel like a lot of people are just trying to make their money real quick and get in it because it is a lucrative business, and it is kind of like there is a formula to it. So if you follow that, you could put out something that's hot, eat off of that for a couple of years, and then you just never hear from these people again, and they're cool with that. Cause
Blueface, baby.
I mean, he tries to keep himself relevant.
He does. He's done a bunch of other. Well, the
that's
crazy
the
thing about
you make your money, and then you're able to. If that's not what you really want to do, you're able. Now you have the platform, and if you're a personality,
that's what I was gonna say.
You have the personality. Then people will follow personalities now, and you don't necessarily have to be good at anything.
Social media has made it that way.
You just have to be entertaining.
Literally, it goes both ways. Either you make the hit song, and you have the fan base, and you never make a hit song again, but you use your personality on Instagram and TikTok and social media period, and you continue to entertain that fan base, you'll be all right. But if you start out that way with just the fan base on social media, Cardi B, a bunch of other people, where you have the fan base first and then you make the hit song, it works that way too. Social media is a fucking powerful thing. Like if you have that, everything else can come from that.
Yeah, everything else will fall in line.
Right.
Yep.
Or if you're popular enough from one thing, you can get on social media and take your fan base there and make it grow. So
it's just the ultimate equalizer.
It is. It is the ultimate. It is.
Damn.
It's a good and a bad thing because it gives
it
everybody a voice, but sometimes it gives the wrong people.
Person. But then who's to say who's the wrong person?
You fucking know. You know who these fucking. There's some idiots also. And it makes people into different people. Like,
oh god, yeah. There's a lot of dumbasses.
And it's kind of understanding how to see how social media becomes intoxicating. Like, you get the average compliment on the street. That sometimes can do a lot for your morale as a person.
That fucking your whole day.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect that.
Yeah.
Social media all day long, like
people commenting, likes.
It feels good after a while, and then it gets to a point where you get used to it. You know what I'm saying? And you have to have that. And if you don't get it, then something's going on.
Yeah.
That's when it becomes like a sickness.
That's a good point. Fuck.
You can go so many different ways with that shit, but yeah, social media is.
Fuck, it's the world we live in. That's it.
It's a recurring conversation that we're always talking about because it's the time frame that we kind of
no
grew up in.
We have no choice. We were the guinea pigs.
We were the guinea pigs. Like it's beautiful that we got to at least have like our childhood and like
go outside and ride your bikes.
Our teen years a little bit, and then like 9th, 10th grade is when it really started to pop. Like it became a thing. Instagram wasn't created until 2010 or 11.
2010. Yeah,
11, around there.
It didn't really pop until like 11 or 12. Anyway.
It started off on just iPhones.
Yeah,
it was only an iOS program.
Yeah, that's true. Damn, how things have. That's crazy. Like if you really like look back and start remembering like what the first iPhone was, like
we were there for all of that.
Damn, we saw the evolution. Now it's everything.
Yeah, and we had like. The first version of social media, like MySpace, still arguably is like one of the greatest
the OG
social media outlets ever made.
But that's in like 10 years.
How you could style your page, like you could have music on there,
videos,
top friends, videos, like the background layout of your MySpace could be whatever the fuck you wanted it to be. Like you could add effects and have shit like words raining down. Like that shit was, it was cool. Like that was one of the funnest social medias ever.
And that's just in the past 10 years. So imagine.
Right. Definitely.
Where we're going to go in another 10 years. Like, now all these fucking PlayStation, Xbox, PCs, they're all compatible with each other now. You can start playing live with people who have Xbox if you don't have one and this. And
right.
Now everything.
And Twitch is like one of the biggest things right now.
Yeah,
these kids love.
Get on there and watch me play video games.
Yeah.
Like, that's it.
And it's competitive. It's become a competitive space. Like social media has become social media. Online gaming and gaming period has become a competitive
they show
sport.
That shit on ESPN.
It's become a competitive sport.
It's on like Sundays, but before they were playing fucking, you see the fucking bowling tournaments on Sundays. Now it's fucking esports.
If you watch Space Jam, that's what it is, kind of. This new Space Jam. I don't want to ruin it for some of y'all. Do y'all care?
No, I don't.
Do y'all care? Probably. I'm sorry. That's what it is. It's the.
By the time this comes out, it'll be a week. So.
Right. It's the. How do I say? The difference between LeBron basically is being hard on his son because he wants his son to take the craft of basketball seriously. So he's always on him. But his son creates his own little virtual basketball game that's like 2K, and that's what he really loves to do, is to play online and be that type of basketball player. So the movie is kind of like the differences in the
generations.
Difference in generations between the two, and they're kind of like trying to use that to.
That's wild though.
Show like the split.
There's something to be said though for fucking just like going out and doing something yourself, like actually doing it. Just
at a certain time, there was.
I guess not anymore. Yeah, you're right.
That could essentially be like going out and doing it yourself.
Yeah.
You never seen the movie Ready Player One?
Nah, but you've talked about it before.
Ready Player One is a really good movie.
Yeah.
Because it's cool as far as the graphics and them being in a game, but what they're like trying to explain to us what could very well happen is insane. Like that could be our reality.
I told you when I went to my dad, he has the VR shit,
right?
And that was my first time using it, and like how immersive that shit really is. It's like, oh fuck, and it was like,
but it could get to the point where people don't want to travel anymore. They want to go and experience that shit. Virtually, you know what I'm saying? Like that
There's no point in leaving your house.
That is their life. Like when they want to go out and do something, they go into that space and experience it.
Fuck.
That's what I'm saying. That's some crazy shit.
Fuck that. No.
So it's more of a mental thrill than a physical thrill because you're not really physically doing it.
They're gonna fucking get it to the point where you're gonna get physical sensation at some point.
Yeah.
There's no way.
That's
the way
true.
It's just moving. I mean, there's been so many different like renditions of it. I know Black Mirror did their version of it, and there's been movies. Black Mirror is fucking intense, but there's however many different movies of you getting lost in the video game, and you can't tell what's real and what's fake, and it's so immersive and all that shit. Like, that shit's bound to happen. It's just happening. We're in the midst of it. It's just what are gonna be the real effects of it? What are gonna be the real fucking? Because I mean, again, a lot of shit in theory sounds A1. That shit sounds great. You don't have to worry about shit. It's whatever. It takes out a lot of problems. But
the end of result of that could be some Wall-E shit. Everybody is a fat rat that just gets
fed everything, scooted around in
a little fucking recliner fucking chair that floats and shit like that. Like,
man. The future's a scary thing.
Movies are made for a reason. Like, they're very telling. The foreshadowing that movies have are for a reason.
Yep. I mean, we got the billionaires already trying to get into space and see what it's like and get the fuck out of here. Because they're trying to get the fuck out of here.
Exactly. That's a great point that you just brought up. Why are so many of them all doing it at the same time? Like,
trying to fucking get
to space
weird. To get the fuck out.
Richard Branson just did the shit.
Yeah, he was the first one. It's a space race now, for real. Like, for what was it in the 60s and 70s was the original race, the space race.
It's almost like confirmed. The world is really gonna start going to shit in like 2030. Like, that's a real thing. Yeah. Like, people make those different speculations. And you see reports of this, that, and the third, but
2030.
The thing is, with the richest, with the most amount of money in the world, like, you know what? I'm getting the fuck out of here. That should tell you something.
Yep.
Because they could buy security anywhere on this motherfucker if they really wanted to.
Yep.
And it doesn't sound like there's going to be much security if they go into space.
Oh, fuck.
I'm just trying to read it between the lines.
Start fucking poking holes, seeing how far they can get, just little test runs, and then soon enough, once the fucking whatever the fuck their main fucking ship or whatever is ready to go, and they can start doing prototypes and testing it, like, bye guys. Take however many people, because I mean, I figured it would be something like in 2012 when they take certain people with certain genes and certain genetics and this, that, whatever, and, the rich people that can afford it and this, and, then everybody else kind of first come, first serve type shit, and then...
Will our kids live their life on another planet? You think that's in...
Our kids, so what? That's like...
It's 2 generations down the line.
Maybe. It's not, I mean, it's not...
No? Our not, kids, 3 generations down the line?
I mean, we got Elon Musk and fucking
Jeff Bezos.
They're trying to fucking, Elon Musk's trying to colonize planets. So, I mean, in 10 years, who knows? 15 years, who knows how far along we'll be? How far along we'll be to, actually getting to that point of like, okay, well, here we go. Wish us luck. Like, we're going to go colonize some shit. Hey. We're probably never gonna see you again.
We had to pioneer this land. So nothing we haven't done before. Fuck. Let's hope we do it a little less aggressively. You know what I mean? Because America's history is quite violent.
The world's history.
Anybody
that's tried to fucking conquer and fucking take over, they fucking either we're gonna do it nicely.
It's never been done amicably.
Nope.
Peacefully.
We'll try, and either you're gonna do what we say, or there's gonna be some type of resistance, and then bloodshed.
Literally.
And that's just fucking crazy.
Blood on the leaves.
Yeah, people are fucking wild, fucking fucked up little things.
Yeah.
People are fucked up. Oh, fuck. Give me what I want, or I'm gonna fucking take it.
I kind of feel like that some way. Some way. Sometimes.
Fuck. I mean, it's instilled in us at a fucking young age. From our parents, do what I say or else you're going to get in trouble. At a certain point, you're going to, you can get to the point where you can defend yourself, but there's always someone that's going to be able to whoop your ass. So then once you meet that person that do what I say or else I'm going to whoop your ass, and then they actually whoop your ass, then it's like, oh, fuck, well, now I can't do shit. Now I can't do shit about it. Before all these other times I could do something about it, but this guy's just fucking going to whoop my ass every time. Doesn't matter what I do. And that's it. And there's always going to be that fucking person that is willing to fucking...
Go further than you.
Further, fucking flex their muscles, rule with an iron fist. I was actually watching on Netflix. They put a new series out, which is it's a pretty good series. It's how to be a tyrant, something like that, and it kind of documents different dictators and shit like that.
Okay.
It was good in the sense that it's like, you know, very informative the way they lay it out, but it kind of does seem like it is a little like they're putting them on a pedestal just a tad. Which, because I kind of, like, I get it because I get the theme that they're trying to go for. Like, it's kind of like the way that they lay it out.
Celebrating them more?
Not celebrating them, but it's kind of like there's a handbook on how to become a tyrant in a sense. And that's the way that they try and lay it out. Like, there's different, like, steps that you have to follow if you want to. And they show you, like, so the first one is of Hitler, and they show his, like, how he got into power and the mistakes that led him to coming out of power. And then the next one was like Saddam Hussein, and then they show it's the same thing, so it documents it. And I wouldn't say it celebrates it, but it definitely kind of, you know, it kind of has like a kind of like a Pablo Escobar type feel. Like it's like, you know, the things that come with it are great, like money, success, power, all this shit. But, you know, the things that you have to do to get there, like you're going to have to do some fucked up shit if you want to, you know, have that much power and take it like the way you want to take it. So, I mean, I thought it was good, but.
What's it called?
How to Be a Tyrant.
How to Be a Tyrant.
On Netflix. Let me see if I got that right. But I thought it was pretty good. It was like 6 episodes. I think like 30, 40 minutes each. Pretty good stuff.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, I like documentaries and shit. Plus, I hadn't been on Netflix in a while. How to Become a Tyrant. My bad.
How to Become a Tyrant.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
That's dope.
Yeah. Good on Netflix.
Real dope.
They have good shows.
I've been on HBO Max lately.
See, my dad
finished Entourage. Got a little emotional about it. Felt like they were with my family. I would love to live that lifestyle that they live.
I've never really seen it.
Entourage is a story about a guy from New York who becomes an actor and is mega famous.
Have you ever seen Ballers?
Yeah.
Is it kind of like that?
Kind of. It's made by the same people.
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg made both shows.
Yeah.
So Entourage is about a famous actor and his group of friends and how they maneuver through Hollywood and all the crazy shit that they get into. Women, money, drugs, all types of shit. So it's kind of exciting to see and watch. And
like a Wolf of Wall Street type
in a
shit.
sense, a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
That movie.
And having the strong friend group that we have, it's kind of like, I wonder how we would be in that type of environment.
Watching that movie, Wolf of Wall Street, it makes you want to fucking become rich and snort cocaine out of
not snort cocaine, but do everything else.
Not that I would, but watching that movie is like, God damn, like. That movie is fuck. That is a good ass movie.
Get the lewds. They're about to die. I'm not gonna die fucking sober. Get the lewds.
Oh shit! And that shit all happened.
Isn't it insane that they fucking were in a yacht and that shit
capsized?
Capsized.
Got saved by
like 100. Got hit by like 100-foot wave.
Oh gosh, what movie was that? Oh my gosh! Never mind, because I'm not gonna be able to think of it. It was made in like 2004, 2005. The Perfect Storm. There you go. Yeah, that shit was intense.
I wouldn't have thought of it, even if you described it.
Yeah, I wasn't going to be able to either. I just remember the name. I don't know where it came, like how it came
Soft
to me.
Soft and warm.
The Perfect Storm.
It's the quiet storm.
But that shit was a good movie.
That'd
probably be the worst way to die, too, just being stranded out in the middle of the ocean.
Fuck that. That scared me. That scares me.
It's like you're
a
either like waiting to be eaten, or you're just gonna die of dehydration, or maybe
fear,
or maybe somebody comes and saves you.
Yeah, right. That's far fetched.
Fuck, it's happening.
I mean, it depends if you have a life jacket and all that.
Joe used to watch what's it called? I Shouldn't Be Alive on Discovery Channel, and it was like reenactments of people who like got lost on safaris or excursions or shit like that. So like in the rainforest or in the middle of the desert and shit. Or like there was one that dude was riding his bike on the trail, fucking avalanche. He got his arm stuck and he had to fucking cut his own arm off to fucking survive. Or else he was just would be stuck there and die. Yeah, that shit like, and it was pretty graphic, the reenactments. That shit was real.
I think I've seen, my dad used to watch some shit like that. He used to also watch Locked Up Abroad.
That show was good too. That was a good show. Insane. They had that on Netflix for a little bit. Man.
Yeah, intense.
That shit was wild.
Yep.
Oh my god.
I used to watch that shit and I used to be fucking
Some people will do fucking crazy shit for some money.
It's fucking insane.
You start making that fucking cash and then you get
people
money
strapping fucking what's the Not weed, but what's the wax shit? Fucking
cannabis oil.
No.
Moon rocks.
No. You should know.
Dabs.
It's all derived from this, but it's like the. Damn, how can we not remember this? How can I not remember this?
Too much weed.
Fucking
I feel like you're gonna say it and we're gonna be like, oh fuck.
Hash. How we forget? Fucking hash. One of them, I think it was this guy who used to go overseas and he would go pick up hash at a cheaper price over there and he would strap it to himself and go through the airport, and he got caught one time and got locked abroad, and it was like a whole crazy story and shit.
There's one that
made me think of it.
Some dude was wine running in like the Middle East in like Iraq or some shit.
Oh, shit.
It was like dry countries or something, whatever. But got caught.
That's
But some of those jails. There was this other one that was called, I think, World's Toughest Prisons. And there was this guy from the UK that I guess he got like accused of murder. And he was wrongfully accused. So he got out like, however, like 10 years later. So he'll just go around the world to like the toughest prisons and like spend a week in them and shit like that.
Damn.
And I mean, it seems pretty staged for the most part. Like he's pretty safe. But
DJ Esco got locked abroad, 56 nights in Abu Dhabi, or was it Dubai? One of the two.
Know.
It was one of the two, but
some Middle East country.
They
had the Arabic writing on the fucking on the mixtape and shit.
Yep, fucking.
I heard
Freddie Gibbs got locked up in Australia. He said it was fucking hell. Freddie Gibbs has been through some shit. He's lived a very interesting
well, he's
life.
kind of older, right?
Yeah.
Because
I mean, he was on what freshman cover? The same as Kendrick. He was on the same XXL freshman cover as Kendrick.
Really?
He's been out that long.
He
was signed to Jeezy.
How old is he right now?
Close to 40.
All right, so yeah, he probably lived a full life before he got any type of fame.
He did. He's from Indiana.
Gary,
he used to sell.
Indiana?
I don't know if it's Gary. Yeah, it is Gary. He used to sell big weight though. That's for sure.
Damn.
He also got accused of rape. That he beat that case.
Shit.
Tried to give him 10 years for a
Did
chick that he never met.
Did he ever do any like time for real like that? Or?
In Australia, he
like
got
real,
locked overseas.
For how many years?
I don't know for how long, but he got locked up overseas in Australia.
Damn.
We can look it up.
Freddie Gibbs. Freddie.
Yeah, he's on the same cover as.
Oh, here it is.
J. Cole,
Nipsey,
Wiz, OJ the Juice Man, Big Sean, J. Rock. Kendrick's not even on that cover.
He's 39. Freddie Gibbs.
Yeah.
Damn, that was some real.
What year is that?
Freshman 10 for 10. I don't know.
2010 then? Yeah. Yep, 2010 Hip Hop Review.
That was some real spills.
So that means he was popping in 08, 09. He had to have been to make it on the cover.
That shit is some fucking heavy hitters right there.
It's crazy, right?
Imagine if the XL covers, the freshman covers were like that still.
Crazy as shit. He's been out for a minute. Cole, Wiz, Sean, all same class. Gibbs and Rock, J Rock, all same class. Kendrick's like 2012, 2011. It's coming. It's en route.
It's en route. Beep, beep, burp, burp.
Kendrick is 2011. And Meek's on there. Diggy Simmons, Bass God. YG is on there.
Mac Miller.
Mac. Yellow Wolf. Lil Twist.
Lil
That's
Twist
crazy.
is on there?
Yeah.
Oh, he's in the bag.
Sci-Hi the Prince is on there. Yep. Fred the Godson's on there. That's crazy. Bass God, Lil B.
I'm Caillou, bitch.
I'm swag like Caillou. I'm wearing all different colors, bitch. Swag. Yeah, that shit is hard. Yeah, I discovered that song in Detroit. The people I was hanging out with, cousins I was hanging out with in Detroit. That's when Bass God was real popular. And they played that shit. They also played the video of that nigga getting snuffed in the middle. He like links up with like some up and coming rapper, and like they're like in like a either studio. It was like a studio session, just sitting there like talking, playing it cool for like 15-20 minutes, and then all of a sudden the nigga just bop, 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 3 pieces. Lil B and walks out. And Lil B's like fucking holding his eye like, what the fuck happened? Shit is crazy.
Lil B.
Face God. Put the curse on James Harden.
He did.
He ain't never been the same. Isn't it amazing that he was getting popularity off that shit?
Yeah, he was. Well, I mean, fuck, James Harden wasn't playing good.
Nope. He was not playing good.
Oh, shit. Why did he put the curse on him in the first place? It was like he, like, fucking...
He did some shit to piss Base God off. I forgot what it was, though.
Didn't he, like, swagger jack him or some shit like that? Or, like, sullied his name, perhaps?
Perhaps.
Oh, fuck. The Base God.
Yeah. The motherfucking Base God, bitch.
Oh, shit.
He wasn't the best. I tell you what, bro. Those chairs that we have at the other set are way better than on this couch.
Yeah, you could definitely
hunched over like this. My shit.
You start realizing.
Yeah. I'm like, man, I remember my back used to hurt like this when we used to record there.
Fuck,
record here.
I'm getting old too, so this shit ain't good for it.
Nah, you are getting old.
I know. You know,
shit is crazy, dog.
Because the guy who does,
do you think about it sometimes?
Well, today, the guy who does my tattoos, I've known him for a while. He did all my uncles' tattoos on my family on my dad's side. He's like tattooed all of us and shit. So I forget what we were talking about. He was like, "Cause how old are you now? You're almost 30, right?" I'm like, "Oh shit, yeah, I am."
Oh, when somebody says it like,
yeah, it's like, damn, you're right, I am.
Oh shit, dog, you getting old on me, champ.
Fuck yeah, shit is real.
Me and Eric have grown up with each other majority of our life, I would say. I mean, we've known of each other
our lives at this
since
point.
We've known each other since 4th grade.
Honestly,
but we became really good friends in high school, early high school.
Yeah,
and it's been almost 10 years since then. So,
shit is wild.
Like we were close, but Eric's 2 years older than me, so it's like, as close as we are, he's still like older than me. You know what I'm saying? Like there's things that he's experienced mentally, although we've been around each other our whole lives. He's experiencing things at a faster pace mentally than me and Jacob might be. Yeah. Sometimes not, sometimes you are, just because of the age you're at. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's crazy.
Wild thing.
It is a wild thing.
You know, but yeah. So that was like, fuck.
Yeah,
here
shit
we
is
go.
crazy. Shit is crazy, for sure. But yeah, it feels good being back in the old roots. This is kind of where we started.
It's a little throwback.
It was me and Eric rocking this thing out for a long period of time. Jacob was away, so we haven't done an episode, me and you,
in a minute,
probably since those times.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So it's kind of cool to do that. I think we kind of found our flow as hosts together in that time frame.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of let you. At this point, you ask more of the questions and direct the topics in, and I feel like I'm more of a opinion giver.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the episode and the time, but I can understand what you're saying from that regard. Yeah. I like to ask the questions because you give very extensive, elaborate answers, and you answer things with good background and like a lot of passion. You're passionate about things and you want to be passionate about things. So that's kind of why it works in that regard.
I give context behind it.
You give
I
perfect.
Try to at least.
That's what
so
I need.
If people are gonna be mad at me, then at least they have a reason to be mad at me.
You do give context. I try and make it more entertaining than anything. I give my background here and there, but I try and be more of an entertainer than anything.
We fucking found our role. It's just weird. It is weird being in here, and we don't have the lights either.
Nope.
So that was kind of a bummer.
Yeah, but hey. Everything else seems pretty familiar.
Moving forward, though, it is a little blast from the past.
Yep. Things are about to change here in 6 months, too. That's going to be an interesting time.
Shit, we'll see. We'll see what the future holds.
We'll see.
But how far along are we? I think that's good.
Hour in. Hour and some change.
Yeah, I got to pee, so.
You want to round us out?
Well, it's episode 105, a little throwback Thursday, throwback Saturday, whatever. Yeah. Catch us on YouTube. Questions, comments, ratings, likes, all that shit. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, SoundCloud, Google Play that we're still on apparently.
Yep.
check us out there. On Instagram at No Hangover Podcast. Like the content, check out the snippets, interact with us. We're gonna try and post more things as far as like interactive stories. Get your feedback on stuff, all that. Which funny thing, before we go out, a lot of people said that they valued time over more valuable than money, but just like little quick thought, it's funny because we were willing to give up our time for money.
Mm-hmm.
So I just, do people really value money over time over money, or where is that? We can get into that on a different day. But
I mean, I feel like you have to dig kind of deep into that because it depends on the demographic of people that are answering that question.
Yeah.
If the demographic of people that are answering that question are a little older, then they've had the chance to sacrifice time for money and they realize it wasn't worth it. But younger people, you know what the fuck you're talking about. You don't know which one's worth what yet.
Yeah, just
now we're chasing the money.
Just a little food for thought. But check us out on there. Follow us on our own personal Instagram pages. We can shout those out if you want, or just check those out. And if you want to be a guest, reach out. We're looking for guests, female guests too, to diversify a little bit. Get some different opinions and shit. But all it takes is a simple DM. Reach out to one of us, or reach out to the Instagram page, and somebody will answer you. And then we can coordinate from there. So I think that's it. XL tint. If it's glass, you can see through it. Ryan Gilio can motherfucking do it.
He sure can.
He's the man with the tinting plan.
Sound like Mike Tyson there on my list. He sure can. Nah, he could do it. My boy can do it. Show love.
Cars and residential, boats, anything.
Commercial. You name it. If it's got glass and you can see through it, goddamn it, he can do it.
There you go. That's why that's there. For that reason.
Yes, sirski.
And we'll see you next week back at the regular old spot.
We out. And as always,
everybody love everybody.
Yes, sirski.
Peace.